Continuing our series on all the rounds of funding, I am at Series A. I've gone through pre-seed, seed. Now we're going to get to Series A. I'm referencing this article from startups.com. If you're at Series A, you pretty much have got a lot of things figured out as far as startups concerned. Now it's a matter of building that business and growing to the next level. Here's what the article says. I'll put the link in the description below. Once a startup makes it through the seed stage and they have some kind of traction, this is where I'm going to argue real traction. Okay. This is where I would put real traction. They're ready to raise a Series A round to help lift them to the next level. What's the reason I say real traction? It's true. Some kind of traction sometimes helps, but real traction, it's because it's so competitive. Supply and demand, there's a lot of supply, a lot of demand, very little supply. So what's happening is the qualifications for Series A are going up and investors are being a lot more shrewd and a lot more picky about what they're doing. And, it's tough slogging out there. There's, I read the quote in this article, Will Schroeder, CEO and co-founder of startups.com, says there's not a lot of fun in funding. I want to put the fun back in funding, but that's neither here nor there. I digress. The article continues. In a Series A round, startups are expected to have a plan for developing a business model. Even if they haven't proven it yet, they're also expected to use the money raised to increase revenue. All right, so let's break this down. This is where you got product market fit. And as I've explained before, you're raising your Series A to figure out product market fit. You've gotten problem solution fit, so you have traction, and you're showing, hey, look at our growth. Now, what's happened is a lot of times growth leads to revenue, and you're like, if we had this amount of money, we could super spike our revenue, and we want to figure out, different channels and how to automate and all this stuff. You probably proven problem solution fit, and you've used your seed money to be really scrappy and to gain traction. Now you're going to be building a business, and investors will give you a Series A. This will typically be from an actual VC institutional capital player. And now slowly the risk starts to decrease when you go from idea validation all to exit, which means the returns for the investors, etc. So Series A, things are tightening a little bit right now, but if you've proven the traction, there's a lot of Series A money out there. And what they want to do is say, we want you to prove out product market fit. We're not giving you money for you to figure out problem solution fit, to figure out your product. We're giving you money to figure out how you're getting that product out there and you're attracting the right customers. How can you pull these levers for that exponential growth? So what happens is, you might have been, let me draw this. You might be like going like this. And this is what you've gotten your seed round to, and you're starting to show great signs of it. This is your growth graph, by the way. And then what happens is, boom, they're going to put Series A, and they're expecting you to do this, right? That's what they're expecting you to do. Now, of course, you may start to, do this, and that's what might happen. And that's okay. Investors are willing to give you the money to figure that out. So you don't need money really to build your product anymore. You need money to start scaling your business and start building out the model. Okay. So have a business model, even though you might not have it all figured out yet. That's what the money's for. That's Series A. What's the best way to raise Series A? I'm going to be like a broken record. Show them your traction. Show them you figured it out. By this time, you're going to have to be a lot more sophisticated as far as your business models are concerned, and create a financial model and say, okay, we've learned that for every dollar that we spend on this, we make $3 ROI on that. And, so they're going to do a lot more due diligence on you. Great news is you've probably gone through a lot of due diligence in your seed round, and you can start developing it. A lot of times the seed investors aren't going to continue on your A round just because they don't have the funds. They've got a smaller round of funds. They need to invest in earlier stage startups, take a bigger risk for that asymmetric upside. So Series A is when you start getting into some serious players, like the names that you will all know, because then what they can do is help you lead the rounds to the next places, lead the rounds to the next levels of growth, because they need to get that exit, and you're less of a risk because you've proven things out. So again, the best way to raise Series A is show them how well you've grown, the traction, and show them projections on how you can continue that exponential growth graph. That is Series A. Like I said, the article does a way better job, if you like reading, of explaining things to me. I'm going to put the link in the description at startups.com. If you're at Series A, or you're trying to figure out how to get Series A, because there's a lot of factors in how to position your company for Series A, etc., then contact us, take your office hours, talk to your advisor like me, doing it all the time. Be a part of the startups.com online accelerator. We're here for you. In the next video, I'm going to get through Series B, C, D, and E. See you in the next video.